You know what I mean?
So you always
anyway.
hear that about like or like special forces guys. They're trained in hand-to-hand combat, but then you start to go like, well, you know, how would they do like a straight up hardcore, like the most badass Marine? Yep. How would you do in a fist fight if you put him up against a UFC fighter, an actual trained martial artist? I would pick the UFC guy 100 out of 100 times because I feel like the special forces guy they don't spar that way. They're not making their life fighting. That's just one aspect of what they do. But I'm interested in seeing this. It's like a movie.
I would put my money on the UFC guy every single time, of course, because that's what we do. They're trained with guns, knives, military situations. They're not trained purely in hand-to-hand combat. You know, so yeah, I'd lean towards the MMA guy every time, and certainly by the end of this story, you will understand why. Because exactly, I've seen it firsthand. So I'm there, and the guy says, "You want to spar?" So I'm like, yeah, I'm no pussy. I'll spar a special forces guy, no problem. And we're in a ring, as we say, we put the gloves on. And to be fair, the guy was cool. You know what I mean? We had a nice, friendly spar. We threw a few jabs. I took it easy. And then and that was that. We finished. And then this guy says to Carlos Condit, another one of the special forces guys, he says to Carlos Condit, do you want to spar? And Carlos goes, yeah, sure. All right, no problem. And by the way, they call him the natural born killer. That guy is cool as fuck. Never raises his voice. He's just super mellow. He's like, yeah, sure. I'll spar. No problem. And they put the gloves on and they get in the ring. And then the special forces guy says, he says, how hard do you want to spar? And Carlos says, well, I'll hit you as hard as you hit me, which, you know, is a fair answer. But I also thought it was kind of it was a very cool answer. It's like, well, listen, if you want to go hard, motherfucker, we'll go hard. But if you want to keep it light and friendly, we'll keep it light and friendly. The ball is in your court. So the guy says, okay, cool. All of a sudden, right then and there, the special forces guy, bang, sucker punches him as hard as he can. And I mean a fucking hard shot, right? Bearing in mind, we're at the top of a mountain in Afghanistan, in a war zone, a very, very small base. These guys are running the show. They've all got machine guns, etc., etc. We're just there. There's me, Carlos Condit, BJ Penn, Uriah Faber, and a UFC PR guy. You know, so fair to say, if shit hits the fan, we're going to get shot up and never seen again. Anyway, so this guy hits Carlos in the face as hard as he can, shakes his head, right? You know, gets his shit together, and then just goes at the guy. Jab, right hand, left head kick, boom, knocks the fucking special forces dude unconscious. Right? And everyone's looking around in the room. Everyone's like, holy shit. And I'm like, oh, Carlos, I'm not sure that was the smartest thing to do, for fuck's sake. I don't want to die up here. But fair play to Carlos Condit. And my point of the story is, ever since I saw that, I was like, he's a bad motherfucker, man. He's a great guy.
That's hilarious. So what was the reaction of the people sort of watching this? Because this is, you're not alone. Like, there's other people around.
I'd like to demonstrate some stand-up.
Rolling with us, doing a little demonstration. We really appreciate what you guys do, and it's really, trust me, it is a pleasure for us to come out here and see you guys, visit with y'all.